Our last scheduled startup in this session 5, which is local networks, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, is Meexo. So please welcome from Meexo, Roman David and Dav Yaginuma.
Hi, my name is Romain, this is Dave, and we are Meexo. Meexo rethinks online dating as we know it today. But today, online dating is broken. There are way too many fake profiles, too many meaningless messages, and too few replies. And the incentives between websites and users are not aligned. While you want to meet someone and move on, these websites want you to stick around for another month. The future of this industry is mobile. But the true possibilities of mobile dating have yet to be explored. In fact, dating apps today feel like extensions of desktop websites plus location, like show me the single woman around me. And we think this is creepy. There is a difference between what technology allows you to do and what makes sense to you. And we think the mobile platform should be considered as unique, which implies a very different product. So we are rethinking the entire experience from scratch. And in fact, we're well equipped for the challenge. The last application we built became #1 in the App Store and got over 7 million downloads in 2010. So let's take a look. Meexo is like Pandora for dating. As you interact with the application, Meexo gets to learn about you. So the more time you spend using the application, the more it becomes relevant to you. How do we do this? Well, say you are a single guy looking for a single woman. You start swiping on high-resolution photos and look at profiles. You know that everyone is real because on Meexo you can only create one profile per device. And you don't need to answer tons of questions before getting personalized matches. You just tap to see more details, see more photos about somebody, or send a message. And Meexo will take this information into account to actually give you better matches. Meexo also learns your interests. If you listen to music on the device, if you use Foursquare or Facebook Places, Meexo will use this information to refine your compatibility with others. And all this legwork occurs behind the scenes, so you can spend more time browsing and messaging and less time answering questions. Meexo also makes your life easier. When you accept a date, you can add the event right to your calendar, and you will get a reminder and also a link to Google Maps. So you really provide this integrated experience. If you're running late, you can send a message right within the app without revealing your phone number. Meexo fully allows you to control your privacy. You can also use Meexo as your personalized dating concierge. So when you are in a relationship with someone, Meexo knows that you and your girlfriend love sushi. So next time you want to plan a date, you can use Meexo to recommend a place and also help you make a reservation. And there will be many more features like this in the future. The freemium business model has been very successful on social gaming and mobile gaming. And we think it will be very successful as well in mobile dating. When you join Meexo, you get some currency to play with. Each initial message you send costs some currency. So you have to be more thoughtful about what you want to say and more picky about who you want to send a message to. No longer women will receive too many messages and men too few replies. There's another concept we borrow from social gaming, experience points. In Meexo, experience points reward good social behaviors. So when you complete your profile, you earn points. When you receive a response to a message you send, you also earn points. And when you accumulate enough points, you level up and unlock new features. You know, we interviewed a lot of people. And it turns out that many of them do not join dating services today because of the fear of exposing their profile to people they already know, such as their ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, or coworkers. And we have a solution for this. We call it the reverse social graph. We got so excited about it that we filed a patent. With the reverse social graph, none of your direct connections on social networks can see your profile. So you can be yourself. You can use your real identity because you are in a safe environment. Meexo is not about meeting people you already know. It's about meeting people you don't know. We come from the mobile industry. And the online dating industry today reminds us a lot of the mobile phone industry before the iPhone. Many people use these services. Some find them useful, but no one really loves these products. And we want to build products that people love. What the iPhone did to the mobile industry, Meexo will do to the online dating industry. This is not only an opportunity to disrupt the online dating industry, it's also an opportunity to redefine what this industry is really about. And it's not only about meeting people, it's also about building and improving meaningful relationships. Meexo will be available soon. If you're single, you can sign up today, meexo.com/disrupt. Early birds will get premium placements and extra currency. The earlier you sign up, the more you get. Thank you.
It's Meexo. And you can only sign up if you're single. Narendra, why don't you jump in?
No, I've been married for a while, so I'm out of the game. But I like the reverse social graph. Looks like you put a lot of thought into the flow of the product, which I appreciate a lot. I like the currency side to sort of give people, make them think before they act. There's a lot. I think there's a lot to like in this. Yeah. I don't have any specific questions.
So I've also been married 9 years, so I'm not your target customer. But in terms of the two key questions, one is this idea that too many people get too many messages. So isn't it the case, though, in this marketplace, still all of the good-looking people will get way too many messages and be driven away, just like they are from Match.com, and you're left with a low-quality network? That's one question. And then the second question is, in a world where not everybody has this application on the phone, how do you deal with that? How do you onboard people through the web and then give them a good web experience so eventually they're going to move to the phone?
Well, on the second point, actually, what we wanted to build is a mobile-only experience, because I think we can solve a lot of problems by focusing on the mobile platform, and also to differentiate ourselves from other players out there. Mm-hmm. But to your question about, yeah, some people will receive way too many messages. That's definitely a problem that we have identified. And the experience, I mean, if you see the experience today, we can actually control the flow, the stream of people you can actually see. So if somebody receives 50 messages and hasn't responded to none of them, this person will become less visible in the system. So you won't be flooded with new messages. So we can control this experience a lot.
Got it.
You guys seem like you have a tremendous amount of mobile experience. You guys definitely have thought out the user flows, and it sounds like you're doing a lot kind of behind the scenes. Especially, I love the idea of the reverse graph. So congratulations. I think, you know, especially if you guys are mobile only, if you didn't have the experience that you guys have had, I would be a bit skeptical of, you know, how do you create a marketplace, which is already hard to do, and then bringing it in a mobile only context, which is also really hard to do. So that would be sort of my overall kind of concern, but you guys seem to have addressed that just in the sense that you've done this before.
Yeah, thank you. That's why we tried a lot of different things in the past about, you know, mobile marketing, how to build this community. And right, like we are focusing on this because we know we have some background in this space. So yeah.
Great. Good job.
Leo?
I, I really like sort of the learning component. The more you use it, the better, the experience gets. You've got very tough competition, right? And so how do you make sure that sort of, the initial sort of set of interactions are very positive? And I think you've touched upon it a little bit. Well, you've touched upon it, but...
You say, how do we make sure the initial experience?
Well, because initially you're not going to have perfect data sets. I mean, when you go to, when you go to a website, you got, 32, 40 questions, whatever it is, and people can start, matching up pretty quickly. But you're not going to have that. You're kind of learning as you go along. So.
Yeah. I mean, our goal is really to learn as much as possible, as fast as possible, and reiterate on our ideas. So we're not married to, a lot of concepts we came up with, or, we're just going to improve the products as we collect data from our users. We want to make sure we have the right products, and if it's what we had in mind, that's great. If it's slightly different, if it's completely different, that's also fine too. So yeah, we're going to listen to people, definitely.
Yeah. Obviously, as the network grows, it's going to get better and better. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a specific subsegment of the market that you're going after? Because the ones that seem to have worked are very focused on a particular demographic group.
Yeah. We think that's a very good question. We think that obviously we want to focus primarily on the iPhone demographic. So we're thinking about between 25 and 40 would be probably the sweet spot. Some users may be a little bit earlier, some users may be a bit older than that. But if you look at who has an iPhone today in this country, this is probably the sweet spot for our market, initially at least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay focused first. Yeah.
30 seconds, any last comments? Okay, then Meexo, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have one last, one addition.